So, I am going to read this book, The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. Retold by Miles Kelly. A little mouse who lived in a busy, bustling town was on a train to the country. He was going to visit his cousin. To the town mouse was excited as he had never been to the country before. Meanwhile, the country mouse was hard it at work preparing for the town mouse's visit. And look the page. After a long journey, the town mouse arrived and the cousins greeted each other joyfully. Hello! The country mouse showed off her home in a tree trunk. It was simple but warm and cozy. It doesn't look much like my home, the town mouse said. And look this page. Once the town mouse had rested, the country mouse took him to meet the farm animals next door. They crowded round to greet him. Curious, the horse lowered his head and sniffed at the town mouse. Watch it, he cried. He wasn't mean on his new animal. That evening, the country mouse served a dinner of bread and cheese. It was not all like the fancy meal the town mouse was used to. All night, the town mouse tossed and turned in his bed leaves. He was used to sleeping in a much softer bed. And look this page. How do you put up with this? The town mouse asked. The morning your food is plain and you sleep on leaves. Come to the town with me and I'll show you how to live. The country mouse was eager to see the town, so she agreed. The town mouse lived in a grand house, middle of an apartment, the middle of the town. The country mouse was amazed. Inside, the town mouse proudly showed off his home. It was very comfortable. The town mouse began a tour of the house in the kitchen. They spotted a cat prowling around hide and town mouse whispered shh. They scurried under a cup. They waited, hardly daring to breathe. At last, the cat stalked away. That was close, exclaimed the town mouse and the country mouse, trembling. And look this page. Next, the cat crept into the living room. There were people there watching a bright glowing screen The country mouse gazed at it. She never had seen anything like it. In the playroom, there were all kinds of toys, and country mouse knocked at over the tower of building blocks, which came tumbling down. They then went to the dinner room. On the table, they found a delicious-looking feast. There were sandwiches and pies and cakes and biscuits, everything that was good to eat. The mice helped themselves. I never had food like this before, mumbled the country mouse. The town mouse laughed. This is how you could eat all the time, he replied. Yummy. Two dogs. Suddenly the mice heard glowing and scratching at the door. Two dogs burst in, sniffing the air. The dogs began to bark, jumping up at the table. The mice scampered away in fear. Enough was enough. The country mouse said goodbye and left the town mouse at once. Goodbye. Better to live poorly the face than richly in fear, she said. Now my story is over. The end. Hope you like my stories. Happy Diwali. Thank you.